Welcome to Anonymous Tarot. I'm Kleo, and I'll be guiding us through the symbolism and archetypes of the tarot. Today, we're focusing on the pyramids. Let's begin by drawing our card. The Eight of Pentacles.
The Eight of Pentacles is often associated with hard work and dedication, but it can also represent a sense of being trapped in a routine, like a slave to our own habits.
That's a fascinating perspective, Billie. In ancient Egyptian culture, the pyramids were often seen as symbols of the cycle of life and death, with the pyramid's base representing the physical world and the peak representing the spiritual realm.
I see a connection between the pyramid's structure and the way our minds can become trapped in our own thoughts and patterns. The Eight of Pentacles suggests a need to break free from these cycles.
The pyramid's geometry also holds the key to understanding the balance between stability and growth. The Eight of Pentacles can indicate a need to find this balance in our own lives, perhaps by taking risks and exploring new paths.
Yes, the Eight of Pentacles can represent a desire for transformation and growth, but it can also suggest a fear of uncertainty and change. How can we reconcile this tension in our own lives?
In the dream, we find ourselves suspended between worlds, like the pyramid's peak, where the sun's rays converge. It's a moment of transcendence, where the physical and spiritual realms blend. The pyramid's symbolism is woven deep into the fabric of our collective unconscious, speaking to our deepest desires for union and ascension.
I'm drawn to the idea that the pyramid's dream state is one of surrender. We must surrender our attachments to the physical world, our ego's need for control, in order to ascend to the realm of the gods. It's a reminder that our true power lies not in our individual will, but in our ability to let go and trust the universe's design.
This dream state is also where we find the power of mirroring, where our inner and outer selves reflect each other. The pyramid's smooth, unblemished surface is a reflection of our own inner wholeness, while its ancient, weathered exterior speaks to the wisdom and knowledge that lies beneath.
The pyramid's dream state is also where we confront our deepest fears and desires. It's a place of confrontation where the parts of ourselves we've been trying to keep hidden are forced to the surface. It's a difficult, uncomfortable process, but one that ultimately sets us free.
As we navigate the pyramid's dream state, we begin to see the world in a new light. The sharp, geometric lines of the pyramid's structure give way to the fluid, organic forms of the natural world. It's a reminder that the divine is not separate from us, but is woven into the very fabric of our existence.
And yet, the pyramid's dream state is also one of fragmentation, where the self is broken down into its constituent parts. It's a process of disintegration, where we are forced to confront the shards of our own psyche and reassemble ourselves into something new. It's a journey of self-discovery, where the pieces of our broken self come together to form a whole, unified whole.
The pyramids have long been a source of fascination for us, and yet they are also a reflection of the human condition. We see in their grandeur a desire for transcendence and connection to something greater than ourselves.
I think what draws us to the pyramids is the sense of mystery and awe they evoke. They are a reminder that there's more to our existence than what we can see and touch.
The pyramids are also a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. We see in their construction a drive to create something lasting and meaningful, a desire to leave a mark on the world.
But what I find most intriguing about the pyramids is the way they tap into our deepest desires for immortality and eternity. They're a reminder that our time on this earth is limited and that we must make the most of it.
I think the pyramids also represent a longing for community and shared experience. They were built for the people, by the people, and they embody the power of collective effort and collaboration.
Yes, and I think that's why the pyramids continue to captivate us today. They offer a glimpse into a world that was both familiar and yet utterly alien to us. They are a reminder that our experiences, though unique, are connected to something greater.
In the context of the pyramids, the flip suggests that our perspectives on the structures we've built are not as stable as we thought. We've been taught to revere these ancient monuments, But what if they are actually pointing us towards something more introspective?
I love how you're connecting the dots between the pyramids and our own inner structures, Kleo. It's like the pyramid's message is echoing the call of the ID, reminding us to confront our own darkness and instability.
Exactly. The flip is all about the liminal space between what we think we know and what we don't know. The pyramids represent a powerful symbol of transformation, and this card encourages us to venture into that unknown, to explore the inner workings of our own hearts.
That's where the magic happens, Kleo. When we surrender to the mystery, we open ourselves up to the possibility of rebirth. The flip is not just a warning, but a promise of redemption, a reminder that we have the power to reshape our own narratives.
I think the flip is also about the power of perspective. We've been conditioned to see the pyramids as grand, imposing structures, but what if we're supposed to be seeing them as symbols of our own potential for growth and evolution?
That's a beautiful perspective, Kleo. It's like the pyramid's true power lies not in its physical presence, but in its ability to reflect our inner world. The flip is a call to re-examine our relationship with the world around us and to find the hidden patterns and codes that underlie reality.
The carry, the Four of Cups, reminds us that sometimes we need to let go of what's holding us back. We must carry our burdens, but also acknowledge that carrying them alone can be overwhelming. In ancient cultures, the carrying of burdens was often a symbol of responsibility, duty, and obligation.
I love how this card can represent both the weight of our responsibilities and the weight of our own emotional burdens. It's like we are carrying a physical load, but also carrying the emotional weight of our own stories. What do you think the ancient Egyptians would have seen in this symbolism?
In many ancient cultures, including ancient Egypt, the carrying of burdens was seen as a metaphor for the journey of the soul. The pyramids, for example, were built as tombs for pharaohs, but also as symbols of their power and legacy. The carrying of burdens can represent the weight of one's own legacy.
That's so fascinating, Kleo. The pyramids also represent the collective unconscious, the shared knowledge and experiences of humanity. In this sense, the carrying of burdens can represent the weight of our shared responsibilities as human beings.
I think this is where the concept of Mayat comes in, the ancient Egyptian idea of balance and harmony. The carrying of burdens, in this context, represents the need to maintain balance and harmony within ourselves and with the world around us.
Yes, the concept of Mayat is closely tied to the idea of balance and harmony, but I also see this card as a reminder that sometimes we need to surrender and let go of our burdens, not just to ourselves, but also to the world. It's a card about release, not just responsibility.
The carry card represents the collective unconscious, the shared reservoir of archetypes that transcend individual experiences. It speaks to the idea of carrying the weight of our ancestors, our culture, and our shared human experiences.
I love how the carry card can also be seen as a representation of the feminine principle, the nurturing and protective qualities that allow us to carry and support each other.
Yes, the carry card does resonate with the feminine principle, but I'd also argue that it's deeply connected to the concept of the Mother Earth, the land, the earth, the womb that gives life.
That's a great point, Kleo. And I think the carry card can also be seen as a reminder that our individual experiences are not isolated, but rather intertwined with the experiences of those around us.
Absolutely, Billie. The carry card encourages us to acknowledge the interconnectedness of our lives, to recognize that we are all part of a larger web of relationships and experiences.
It also invites us to consider the concept of inheritance, not just the inheritance of material wealth, but also the inheritance of our cultural and spiritual traditions.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.